Step 3, post-production. Arguably the most tedious of the whole production, post-production is now where we're editing our film. Now there's two types of editors. There's a video editor and there's a sound editor. I emphasize the difference because they're two incredibly different crafts and two incredibly different technical expertises. So if you're watching a big action movie or any movie in that matter, and you hear those footsteps and they sync perfectly for every time that man's foot hits the ground, that's somebody who spent tedious amount of hours making sure that they find one clip of the sound of the foot sound going thump, and it syncs with that guy's foot as it hits the deck. Same thing with the visuals. Tedious hours are spent visualizing microseconds of footage so that it syncs up properly as soon as that guy opens the door and he shuts the door behind him. That door shut is the cut for the next shot. And if the door is a half of a centimeter off as he's shutting it, it's obvious. It's a bad cut and you can tell. So post-production, both with video and sound, is incredibly important to the whole overall style and look of the film, because when it's off, it's noticeable and you're immediately taken out of it. The goal of the whole film in general is for the audience to be suspended in disbelief and to totally lose the fact that they're sitting in a theater at their home and they're in that circumstance that they're watching. So when there's mistakes, especially with editing, it's obvious, it's apparent, there's a jump cut, you're taken out. All of a sudden, you're not in that place anymore. You're no longer in Narnia, you're back in your living room. So as thankless as the post-production phase may seem to a casual audience member, to me personally, I've been in those editing rooms and I've spent countless hours editing stuff. And the people who are good at it and use it as a profession and that is their profession are not only the most patient people, but they're incredible artists. And they have an incredible eye to see minute details that are lost from the average viewer for sure. And definitely directors are looking at the performances, but you got that editor that's in there that's fine-tuning that script and essentially putting a whole puzzle piece together. Because in the production phase, like I said, when we're shooting all this video, it's not necessarily linear. You're not shooting, from beginning to end. It's all jumbled up. So now it takes this team of post-production editors to put it all back together and see if they can get Humpty Dumpty to look anything like he did in the beginning. And it's an amazing process to watch as well. So to recap, that's the 3 parts of film production. You got pre-production, you got production, and you got post-production. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Where are you at in your stage of production?